on your unique spin on it, I guess.
Well, we're still going to be a power football team, very run oriented. That's where it's going to start. But just hopefully the way we will be able to involve a lot of different guys, and I don't think it's going to all go through one guy. You see some of these teams and everything's kind of flowing through one guy or two guys. I think that we're going to be a team that from week to week, we're going to be able to really hurt you with some different people.
Is there, when you go into this with a new system that nobody on your team has ever played a game in this offensive system, and except for Chad, nobody's ever coached it. Reality tells us that there's going to be some growing pains. It's not going to work 100% from the first snap on through. Do you kind of brace yourself mentally for whatever it might be, little mistakes here and there, or do you just not think about that and just kind of try to demand perfection?
We don't worry about all that. We practice every day, and it's football. It's not like we're doing something that's unknown. That's again one of the main reasons I hired Chad, was because there was a lot of carryover, a lot of familiarity with what we do schematically. As far as the way we block things, the way that we run the zone and the power, and there's some new little twists and things like that. System-wise, it's different, but schematically, it's not. And so it was really easy transition for us this spring. Even Coach Morris, he was kind of blown away, really, with how the guys pick things up. But so from a coaching standpoint, we've got a veteran staff. We've got a bunch of guys that's been around a lot of football. And, it's just the same old cat. You're just always trying to skin it. And sometimes some people skin it one way and some skin it the other. But for us, it's still football. And when you practice every day and we determine who those top 22 are or whatever, we're going to expect them to play at a high level. If we're putting them on the field, we expect execution. When you have young players, you can pretty much count on some mistakes that they'll have. That's just, that's like Taj Boyd. I mean, he's played, he's got some experience, but he is a sophomore, and he's going to make some mistakes. But, you have to, it's a team game, and you got to hopefully do enough good things in all the areas to overcome those mistakes. And other teams are going to make mistakes too. So, it always comes down to turnovers and explosive plays to me. You make more explosive plays than the other team, and you have fewer turnovers, you got a great chance to win.
Coach, it seems like in the last couple of years, with Georgia Tech and Clemson, there seems to be a nice rivalry kind of building there, maybe geographically, just the closeness, but also perhaps like the speed of the offenses. How do you compare them? Do you think that rivalry is, I know that yours is Carolina and theirs is Georgia, whatever, but besides those, do you see those teams as being similar enough that that's what's happening there?
Well, we're not very similar offensively from a scheme standpoint, but we do have a great rivalry with Georgia Tech, and I think obviously proximity is a big part of that. There's a lot of Clemson people in Atlanta, and there's a lot of tradition there. It's our natural rival as far as the team from the Coastal that we're going to always play. And so that's a big part of it as well. And then I think since I've been the head coach, we've had some knockdown dragouts with them. Unfortunately, this year went our way, but it's just a good natural rivalry that people get fired up about. We go down there this year, and again, every time we go to Atlanta, there's always a ton of Clemson people there. And so I think that one goes back way beyond me and Coach Johnson. I mean, there's been a ton of great games with Clemson, Georgia Tech over the years.
Was another reason you picked this new